to me, honor is like a big thing. Like if you have that code of honor or honor the code, yeah, people can come to you. They can trust you. You know, your word is big. You know, if you're not without honor, then you know who knows who you're dealing with. But I like to say, like, even like my dad always tells me, like, your name is a big thing. So good name, good business, you know, good treat people good, and the honor kind of go together. We may not all of us might be blood related, but we're family. You know, like, we're close like family. We check up on each other. We when the weekend comes, we all hit up each other, see what we're doing, what we're gonna do this weekend. All holidays we get together, potluck style. We all help each other at parties. So it's just different. And when I tell people we're from Hawaii, they're like, oh, in Vegas, when you tell them you're from Hawaii, they're always like, oh man, like, you guys are close. You guys go everywhere together, and that's how we wanted to keep it going that way, you know. When first time I moved here was 2002. It was hard to come across Hawaiians, you know, or people from Hawaii, islanders. Hard to come across them. Like, there's few here or there that you have to travel across town, but we were lucky. Like, when we moved here, we came up with family. So even like now, we all live on one street. My sister there, we all live close to each other, within blocks of each other. We all kind of migrated to the same area. But fast forward to now, like, my kids, they kind of got it easy. They don't got, like, I had to go look for friends and all that too, you know. Like, they got it easy. They go to school, locals everywhere in the school. And no matter what school, no matter what, a lot of the schools in Vegas now, you go there, there's Hawaii kids all over. So it's a little easier for them now, but it's a little easier for them too, because we're the ones who put the events together. Like, we just had Island Envy just put something on. It was 3 days or 4 days, 3 nights, all Hawaii kids, all about our culture, learning our culture, Islander, like, it's a whole Islander thing. So with that, it's so good, because like, for my kids and our close family, it's easier for them because they all know each other. But I couldn't imagine being that kid that just moved here and doesn't know anybody. So that stay over at UNLV was a really good thing for them. Well, people always say, like, when they see us, they're always like, your guys' culture is real family oriented. And I'm always like, one, like, if we can all work together, we can get to more places, you know. Like, we all together, we all move together, we all do things together. We can make way more waves that way than an individual. Like, individuals can do it, but you can only go so far. To me, you can only go so far. But if we're moving together, we can get to way more places. I think I went through it all, where, like, with the old brand, it was like we was such on a run that we kind of was like in our own lane, kind of didn't really mess with anybody. And then we got to where we got. Of course, it was successful, but now that I look back, I wish I would have helped more people, you know. But like, that's like, now is like, my thing is like going to places and everybody helping each other, because at the end of the day, like, if you're all working together, this guy, and you're good with everybody, good vibes with everybody, you can ask them, like, hey, you got somebody for this, or you got somebody for this. So your network is bigger, your contacts is bigger. You know what I mean? So, like, for me, I already kind of got what I need. You know, I got my houses, I got the things I need, the important things that most people work for their whole life. So what more do I need to, I don't need to be selfish. So that's like my newest thing, is like, how can I help others get to where I got, and help them without going through the mistakes I went through. Because they said with my old brand, we made a lot of money, and you know, I wish I could go back and spend it differently, but I wouldn't trade that good time for anything, you know. This resurgence of Honors is like a year and a half. Because Honors was around before, when I had Farmers. It was around before. And then during COVID and my departure from Farmers, like, everybody kind of left their shops. Honors was kind of stagnant. The shops in Vegas closed. And like I said, I went into the trucking, but when I was kind of figuring out what I was going to do, I was like, I always liked the name Honors this way. And we always worked together with Farmers and Honors. So I just hit up my homie Todd and it's like, hey, let me get that from you, you know, let's figure something out. So from that time to kind of getting everything started, we're like under 2 years in the shop, almost a year now. And I just want to keep growing the brand, keep growing the culture. I really like just having that lifestyle, like whatever we get into, like say whether it's like dirt bikes or skating or whatever. I just like being around everything, you know. I like learning new things. I like seeing the we got the a lot of bike kids that come through here, but I remember I could wheel my bike pretty good when I was young, but I see some of these young kids and I was like, bro, these kids are crazy, you know what I mean? Like the stuff they're doing now. So like I see the talent in them. So it's like if I can help them get somewhere, I'm totally for it, you know. That like there's so much talent out there. Even like we sponsor boxers. They're starting to fight on TV and stuff, and these are kids we sponsored from 10 years old. Now they're 21. One just fought on the Jake Paul undercard. So to see them, to find talent or see that talent and help them along their journey is an awesome thing, you know. I really feel like social media kind of fucked up the whole game, because I remember back in the day you could tell somebody who lived on the West Coast by the way they dress. You could tell somebody who lived on the East Coast by the way they dress. You can almost tell where they're from, exactly where they're from by the way they dress. But now it's like it's all mixed, and you can't. There's like their style, but everybody dresses the same. So it's like it's taking parts of that, taking parts of what we're into, taking parts of our culture, and putting something together that we feel works in all demographics, you know. But like I say, I really feel like social media like made it so. It's one universal style almost, you know. Like if this trend is in trend, everybody's doing the same thing. If this is trending, everybody's doing that. So you can't really tell anybody apart anymore unless you start coming up with different things that makes you unique. When I was in high school, we would have like we were like local boys, right? So we go to school in shorts and slippers and t-shirt. That's what it is. But then when we get to like middle school and high school, we start mixing with the military kids. And it's funny because I hit one of the kids up. His name was Gerald Walker. I went to school with him, and he used to wear the different shoes every day. And I'd be like, bro, why the fuck you wear different shoes every day? And he's like, dog, you don't know what this is? And I was like, no. But that's when I started learning about like, you can kind of tie it in for the shoes, and then he would match his clothes with his shoes. So coming as a local boy was just the same thing every day. And then when they started mixing with them and seeing that, I was like, well, that's kind of dope the way what he's wearing. And then we'd have kids come from like the East Coast with all the puff jackets and all that. Then that's why if you look at my Instagram, like in the winter, you see me with all these puffy jackets with the fur, because that's kind of like what I grew up watching, and I was like, well, that's a dope style. But it was like yeah, all of those things kind of what pushed me in the direction of that, you know. Besides the trucking, I got into like consulting. So I turned a few businesses into like big money businesses, but it was with the marketing, branding, having my team. It was a whole team that it took to get it to that, but it's like a whole consulting firm almost, you know what I mean? Marketing, consulting, but with the brand, we're able to meet a lot of people. So we're working with like big time boxers. We're negotiating overseas deals and exhibitions and stuff. So that gets me really excited because it's new, you know what I mean? And then to be able to close a deal is kind of that excitement of closing deals and getting contracts and those kind of things. And it is kind of who you hang around with. So my cousin is always got his feet in all kinds of different places, so I get to listen what they got going on and see if I can get involved. So it's just the excitement of like, I don't know, I like to close deals. I like to make connections and help get things successful. So that's kind of like the direction I kind of want to go, besides the brand and the networking space. If anything, you can follow us on Instagram, Honors Brand. We always have events, we always do parties, we always have get-togethers. I'm kind of always in that space where we're like helping with concerts or helping promote stuff. So I just like getting everybody together, having a good time. You know what I mean? Like we're not here for a long time, but definitely here for a good time. You know.